Samuel arrived at the forgotten town, led by half-faded maps and cryptic writings left by his grandmother, a woman he barely remembered, but whose words haunted his dreams. The town was suffocated by nature, with vines and foliage creeping over crumbling structures. An unsettling silence laid upon the streets, save for the occasional rustle of unseen creatures. As he walked through the derelict town square, an inexplicable chill brushed his spine. Following his instincts, he found himself drawn to a dilapidated chapel, its shadow stretching ominously in the dying light of dusk. It was inside there that he first saw the statue, dust-laden and forgotten, a grotesque figure holding an unknown sorrow within its stone eyes. In that moment, a sense of dreadful familiarity gripped him. Compelled by an inexplicable urge, Samuel returned to the statue the following night, candle in hand, seeking answers within its silent visage. Midnight drew near, and a sudden coldness swept through the chapel. As the wind howled outside, the statue began to tremble ever so slightly, the stone seeming to take on a life of its own. Then, rivulets of red seeped from its eyes, carving paths down its cheeks like crimson tears. The silence shattered as a whisper slithered through the darkness. Samuel's name, spoken in a voice both familiar and foreign. Terror seized him, and he stumbled backward, the whispers growing louder, echoing in his mind with maddening clarity. Desperate to break the cycle of terror, Samuel dug into the rotting histories buried beneath the town's surface. Sifting through old slates and newspaper clippings, he uncovered chilling tales of a pact made generations ago, his bloodline entwined with the statue's curse. The townsfolk, now long gone, spoke of strange rituals and sacrifices to appease unknown entities. Through these fragmented stories, he discovered that the statue was not just a relic, but a conduit, a binding vessel forged to trap the restless spirits of his ancestors who had defied the pact. Realizing the sins of his forebears, Samuel understood his part in this twisted legacy, pushing him further down a path orchestrated by the same forces that haunted his predecessors. With the weight of generations on his shoulders, Samuel resolved to break the binding. Returning to the chapel, he moved with a determined resolve. Armed with newfound knowledge and symbols of unbinding scrawled on parchment, he faced the statue under the full moon. As he began the ritual, the chapel came alive with unseen forces. Wind howled through broken windows, and spectral figures seemed to rise from the shadows, their despairing eyes watching him. The statue wept anew, its whispers now frantic, pleading for release. Samuel, heart pounding with both fear and purpose, chanted the words that would sever the ties. A final cry echoed through the air as the figures dissipated, leaving the statue to crumble into dust, releasing the spirits it held captive. In the silence that followed, Samuel felt a profound peace, the burden finally lifted from his soul.